Third part, the threat. What makes an antagonist?
The threat is an antagonist. Therefore, she should be adversarial. She will assault the characters, whichever the reason, whichever the mean, she will intervene. That's what an antagonist is. However relatable she should be, however likable she should be.
How should the first crisis happen?
The first crisis should be a dangerous situation. The stakes should be high, it should be painful, and the outcome should be a clear loss. The first crisis is highly likely to be the one chapter that will be the most remembered by the public. Less than the second crisis, because the second crisis will be more intense. But since the first crisis is the first exposition to the threat, it will be more memorable.
What could be the relationship between the threat and the characters?
There are four main types of relationships: friends, allies, opponents, and foes, by order of adversariality. An antagonist can be any of those, and any of these relationships will create a different type of involvement. It's desirable, for the sake of diversity, to use multiple of them, so to have multiple type of antagonists: ancient friends, ancient allies, ancient opponents, and ancient foes.
How is the threat symbolized?
The threat needs a symbol, a simple and clear symbol. A flag, a song, or a unique accessory. Any quirk will do, as long as it's simple, as long as it's clear. This symbol should express a form of aggressiveness. That's the value of quirks, characterizing an individual. This symbol should also express a form of obnoxiousness. It should represent hindrance. The threat is hindrance.
Fourth part, the menace. How should the characters interact with the menace?
The crisis involving the menace should be harsher than the crisis involving the threat. The introduction of the menace may be the threat's demise. Doesn't necessarily mean that the threat will die. It can join the ranks of the main characters. This crisis should deepen immersion. It should create stark consequences and conclude in fear, anger, or sadness.
What could be the relationship between the threat and the menace?
They can be friends, allies, opponents, or foes. Creating an intricate relationship between the threat and the menace will deepen your story. If you can make this relationship evolve through the story, it's even better. If the relationship is revealed late in the story, you should prepare this revelation.
How should the menace be revealed?
The menace should evolve through crisis. She should be revealed through a crisis. The second crisis, most of the time. Her identity is most precious to her. She needs secrecy to create danger in the early stages of the story. She will still use deception even after being revealed. Characters, especially main characters, will continue to face betrayal and abuse because of her.
How is the menace symbolized?
The menace, or the final antagonist, should elicit a form of admiration. The menace is heavy, she's overwhelming, she may be hidden, and she may be recurrent. Getting rid of her is a perpetual task. Look for a symbol which represents longevity, propagation, and stability.